We told these two that if they threw their 4-force amp out of their second-story farmhouse window 3 times and it still played after the 3rd time, they could keep the amplifier. Naturally, everybody thought the first time would be the last time, but both the participants and the spectators had not yet seen our first video, where we threw it off a PA stack, or the second video where we dragged it behind a truck, or the third video where we kicked it across a dance floor. But this demonstration is actually different than all those because we're going to try 3 times to break it. Of course, everybody knows you don't buy a guitar amp to throw it out a window, and the sound is the most important thing. But since 4-force has already been called the best sounding tube-emulating solid-state amp on the market, we figured reliability was next on the musician's list. The first time around, she simply dropped it, and while any other old-school Tolex-covered wood cabinet would probably have broken open, the 4-force kept on playing. The second time around, we asked her to give it a slight toss, just to add a little more hang time, and lo and behold, the 4-force kept playing on. So the third time, we asked her to give it even more hang time, and the amp landed with a whacking sound right on the corner, and actually bounced, which made a pretty good dent in the cabinet, but it still just kept playing. So even though the 4-force amp can be set to any sort of sound you want, sound is still subjective, which means what one person likes, another may not. Reliability and road toughness, however, has nothing to do with opinion, and it's clear this amp passes that test with flying colors. Please do not try this at home with any amplifier.